only for the baby to cry again. Trevor searches for something he can use and finds a bottle of champagne, so he opens it and gives the cork to the baby to suck on, which quickly puts him to sleep. The next morning, Trevor is woken up when the baby spits the cork out and cries. It's now time to change the baby, but there's only one shawl left. Trevor orders diapers online and throws all the dirty shawls on the balcony. Then he tries to have a relaxing breakfast, only to be interrupted by the kitchen timer. He discovers the baby is trying to go upstairs and has to run to stop him. When the delivery guy arrives, Trevor leaves the baby on the floor and rushes to the bell system, but he doesn't know what button to use. The delivery guy leaves, so Trevor runs to the street and stops him just in time to get his order. When he returns to the elevator, he's horrified to realize he left the fob in the penthouse. While the baby starts climbing the stairs, Trevor remembers that the cleaner has a fob too, so he searches for the contact list on the reception desk. He wants to call her, but he left his phone in the apartment too. At that moment, a tenant named Lionel enters the building and Trevor borrows his phone to call the cleaner Elsa for help. Elsa can bring the fob over, but she needs to call Petra first and promises to contact him later. Since Trevor needs to wait for that call, he follows Lionel to his apartment and ends up sitting with the family for lunch. Soon Georgia arrives and nobody comes to the door, so she leaves a message on Trevor's phone saying that if he doesn't call back, she'll have to refer the matter to the police. Lionel and his family are happy to get a video call from his daughter, which is interrupted by Elsa's call. Trevor immediately takes the phone from them and learns that Elsa will be there in 30 minutes with the fob. While the baby reaches the top of the stairs, Trevor meets with Elsa in the lobby. She quickly activates the elevator and leaves. Trevor gets ready to go up only to realize he left the diapers in the reception. He takes off his shoe and puts it between the doors to stop the elevator from closing while he goes looking for his bag. However, the doors keep hitting the shoe and move it little by little until it's out of the way, so the elevator closes again. While the baby explores the apartment and finds the laundry chute, Trevor runs on the street and finds Elsa at a cafe. Meanwhile, a tenant with a dog enters the elevator and the dog steals the shoe. Elsa agrees to activate the elevator again and soon Trevor returns to the penthouse, but he can't see the baby. Following the sound of the child's laughter, he enters the laundry room just in time to catch the baby as he falls out of the chute. That night, Trevor calls Georgia and leaves a message explaining the situation. Then he gets a call from Maddie, who explains she's in London because her flight was cancelled due to bad weather. She admits she doesn't want to go to Barbados and wants to spend Christmas with her dad. The conversation is interrupted when the speakers mentions the Barbados flight, so she quickly hangs up. In the middle of the night, Trevor hears the elevator open and someone entering the penthouse. He goes to investigate and finds a young couple with a baby stealing food. They beg him not to call the